Here's what we do. We acquire older, tired, poorly performing apartment buildings. Typically, current rents are here and about 30% below where market rents are. And we improve the assets. We give it a modern, contemporary exterior. We upgrade the interiors, completely gut the units and upgrade them. We bring what is typically the first amount of any institutional quality professional management to these assets that they've ever seen in their lifetimes to optimize operations, and all with a goal of increasing cash flow. And then we sell or refinance after the renovation and the repositioning plan's complete and harvest the value. And that's typically 3 to 5 years. There's thousands of managers like Paladin nationwide that execute this strategy very effectively. And we've been a national player, as we've discussed it previously, but very few firms like Paladin, institutional quality firms, active here in Los Angeles. It's unusual because you would think there would be a lot of folks like Paladin because LA is one of the largest, most dynamic markets in the country, over 10 million population. And the GDP of LA, if it were a country by itself, would be the 19th largest in the world. It's about a $750 billion GDP. It is really management intensive to scale up an institutional quality portfolio here in LA. And there's several reasons why. Main reason is LA's rental housing stock was mostly built out right after World War II. The GI Bill, absolutely, this region benefited greatly from that. There's very little developable land right now. The typical apartment building was built anywhere from 30 to 50 years ago. It's a low density, 2-story walk up, typically around a courtyard or a pool, has very few amenities. These are smaller assets. 85% of the rental housing stock in LA is 50 units or less. And they're older assets. Over 90% are 20 years or older. So it's all what you would call a Class B, C asset. They're older. They're very few amenities compared to the Class A. So for an institutional type of investor like Paladin to amass any scale here, you have to acquire 10 times as many buildings, as many assets in Los Angeles to get the same scale in Atlanta, Phoenix, or Dallas, or any of the other markets where there's broad institutional ownership. And the reason is the typical asset size here is 30 units. The typical asset size there is 300 units. So it's, in a nutshell, it's really management intensive to have an institutional footprint in this market.